Self-motivation is essential to achieving success. However, it can be difficult to stay motivated throughout the day and actually accomplish anything of real value. And let's face it, if you're trying to get rich or want to have real influence, then you've got to be not only an action taker, but someone who performs at the highest level. All of the wealthy are high achievers, and you're not going to join their ranks eating ramen noodles at your desk while you watch YouTube videos all day, putting off your most important tasks. We get it, and honestly, we're glad you're watching our channel, but we hope you'll use this video as a jumping off point to go actually accomplish your goals for the week. We're here to inspire, and this video is going to teach you just how to stay motivated and driven throughout the work week. In this video, we will provide you with 15 tips that will help you master self-motivation and get more done. By following these steps, you'll be able to stay on track and actually achieve your goals, not just spend your 20s and 30s dreaming about them. So stick around and grab a notebook and pen as we get into the secrets of self-mastery. Welcome back to Lifestyle Billionaire Club, where future millionaires and the new rich come for inspiration and education on how to reach their goals, build true wealth, and learn to keep it. This channel isn't for the lazy, so if you aren't here to get inspired, you may as well leave now. But if you're a connoisseur of the good life, welcome, you've found your home. And before we get into today's video, if you're dedicated to hitting your next level and continuing to learn and grow, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. And if you get value out of today's video, share it with friends, because remember, getting rich is more fun together. So let's get into it, shall we? 15 steps to master self-motivation. Number 1, set reasonable goals that you can achieve. There are a few things you can do to set yourself up for success when it comes to self-motivation. To begin with, make sure your goals are reasonable. When you set lofty goals that are out of reach, you'll be more likely to give up on yourself before you even get started. Instead, set attainable goals that challenge you but still feel within your reach. Or if you just can't bring yourself to minimize your goal in the here and now, break it down into smaller, achievable steps and just work on one piece at a time. Success begets success. So as you accomplish and achieve along the way, you'll remain inspired to achieve even more. In addition, make sure your goals represent something important to you. When you're motivated by something intrinsic, like satisfaction or accomplishment, it's much easier to stay focused and push forward. Number 2, make a plan of action. Self-motivation can be a difficult habit to develop. If you're not consistently pushing yourself, it can be hard to stay motivated and make progress on your goals. That's why it's important to have a plan of action and make a list of goals that are important to you. And getting started is one of the hardest steps. Once you have momentum in your work, motivation and achievement almost become second nature. Compounding momentum kicks in and you continue to build and grow. And that's why having a plan of action is so important, because it serves as your roadmap to each pit stop on your path to success. As long as you know where you're going and how to get there, or rather just what steps you need to be working on at each moment, you'll be able to get started and keep going. Then our friend momentum actually has a chance to kick in. Making a list of achievable goals will help you get started. As we mentioned earlier, make sure the goals are things that interest you and will give you satisfaction when completed. When you finish one goal, set another one in its place so that you continue moving forward. Number 3, talk to friends and family about your progress and enlist the help of a personal trainer or coach if needed. Motivation can be tricky. We all know the feeling. We're pumped up to start a new project, but by the time we almost reach our goal, we're worn out and discouraged. The key to making progress is figuring out how to keep ourselves motivated on a day-to-day basis. One way to do this is to talk with friends and family about your progress. They'll be able to give you encouragement and support, which will help you stay motivated. If you need a little extra help in keeping yourself on track, consider consulting with a personal trainer or coach. They can provide guidance and advice on everything from nutrition to exercise habits to workflow and goal setting. Number 4, get organized. Are you feeling overwhelmed with all the things you need to do? Do you feel like everything is falling on your shoulders? If so, you're not alone. According to a study published in the Journal of Positive Behavior Interventions, 44% of people feel overwhelmed by their responsibilities. And despite efforts to stay on top of everything, 43% of people admitted that they sometimes struggle to maintain motivation. That's because being able to manage our time and stay organized is key to mastering self-motivation. Hopefully, this gives you a little comfort. It's not just you that sucks. We all do. But in the world of business, it's you versus you. So dust yourself off and get yourself organized so you can actually put in some real effort. There are different ways to get organized, and the best way for each person depends on their unique needs and habits. However, there are some key principles that will help anyone improve their self-motivation skills. In general, we recommend keeping all of your important documents in one location so you can easily access them when needed. This will help reduce stress and make it easier to focus on tasks at hand. And always keep a list of your goals and action steps right in front of you at all times during working hours. Remember, that's your roadmap. Number 5, stay positive. If you want to be successful in anything, including self-motivation, it's important to stay positive. Negativity breeds more negativity and can work against your own goals. Instead, focus on the things that inspire you and make you happy. When you do that, it becomes much easier to be motivated to achieve your goals. To avoid getting negative vibes, always remind yourself of your reasons for wanting to achieve your goal. List all the reasons why accomplishing this goal is important to you. Brainstorm as many reasons as you can think of and write them down. This will help keep your motivation high during rough times. Number 6, reward yourself for progress made. If you want to be successful in anything, it's important to find a way to reward yourself for your progress. Simply put another way, celebrate your victories. This can be as simple as taking a break every once in a while and spending time with friends or family guilt-free, or going out and buying yourself something you truly enjoy once you have achieved a goal. Give yourself something to work towards and make sure you actually celebrate and enjoy that thing when you finally reach your milestone. Just like Pavlov's dogs, making a habit of celebrating your victories will have you salivating all over your, well, you get what I mean. Repetitive rewards are good for training our brain to keep winning. Remember, if all you do is work hard for the sake of working hard, eventually the effort will start to feel draining instead of rewarding. Instead, find something that makes you happy when you achieve it, whether that's taking care of your health or tackling new challenges. Number 7, find like-minded people who will support your journey. Finding like-minded people who will support your journey to mastering self-motivation is essential if you want to succeed. True self-motivation comes from forming supportive relationships with others, which in turn creates a positive environment that supports your personal growth. Here are some tips for finding like-minded people. Look online for groups and forums that focus on self-improvement. These resources offer a great opportunity to connect with other individuals who share your desire to improve. Join a gym or fitness class with friends. This can be an effective way to motivate each other and stay on track if your goal is fitness. Ask trusted family and friends for feedback about your goals and progress. They may have insights that you hadn't considered before. Attend events or workshops that address specific areas of self-improvement. Dare we say, engage with the lifestyle billionaire community in the comments section? Seriously, there's no better place to meet like-minded go-getters and high achievers than right here on this channel. Take a moment to introduce yourself in the comments section and tell everyone what you're working toward. Just a simple goal so we know how we can help. And if you're the first comment, cheers to you. You're an action taker. We'll wait. Go ahead and leave your name and a goal Say hello to the community. Number 8, understand your self-motivation triggers. Self-motivation is a tricky beast to tame, but with the right understanding of your triggers, you can achieve great things. Understanding why you do what you do is the first step in mastering self-motivation. Some common self-motivation triggers include wanting to feel successful, seeing yourself as a go-getter, desire for social approval, etc. Once you know what drives your motivation, it's important to find ways to enable these triggers to propel you. Identify your personal strengths and use them to fuel your motivation. Knowing your own talents and abilities can be a powerful source of motivation. If you also have negative triggers, you need to consider ways to de-stress before starting a task. Before we proceed, don't forget to hit a like and comment on which of the first 8 points relate to you. You can also share this video with your friends and family. It really helps us a lot. Number 9, practice mindfulness. If you want to be successful in your life, it's important to have a strong self-motivation. And one of the best ways to achieve this is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is a form of meditation that helps you focus on your present thoughts and feelings, rather than letting them drift off into the past or future. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn control over your thoughts and emotions, which will help boost your self-confidence and willpower. This habit also allows you to consistently unplug and take stock of just what it is you are and aren't accomplishing. There are many benefits to practicing mindfulness, including increased focus, concentration, compassion, and stress relief. If you're looking for ways to improve your self-motivation, mindfulness is definitely an effective way to go. Number 10, understand that you may fail sometimes. How can you be motivated to do anything if you know that you might not succeed at times? This is a common fear for many people, and it can keep them from trying new things or taking on new challenges. The truth is that failure is an important part of success. When you struggle and make mistakes, it's the pathway to learning and progress. Here are some tips to help you deal with failure. Accept that it will happen. Whether it's a failure in your work or personal life, accept that it will occur. Don't beat yourself up over it. Just learn from the experience and move on. Find someone who cares about your successes and failures. Having supportive friends or family members who care about your journey is invaluable. They can give you honest feedback and encouragement during tough times. Number 11, understand your motivation. Self-motivation is a key ingredient in any successful endeavor. It can get difficult to keep up enthusiasm when the going gets tough, but by understanding your motivation, you can overcome these challenges. There are 5 main motivations: intrinsic, extrinsic, social, emotional, and spiritual. Each of these has an impact on how motivated you are to achieve your goals. Intrinsic motivation comes from within yourself. It's what drives you to do what's best for you. Extrinsic motivation comes from factors outside of yourself, things like praise or rewards. Social motivation comes from people around you, friends, family, or colleagues. Emotional motivation is based on feelings like happiness or sadness. Spiritual motivation comes from beliefs about your relationship with God or your own inherent worthiness. Number 12, promise yourself that you'll persevere when things get tough. Self-motivation is an important skill that can be used in any area of life. When you're faced with a challenge, whether it be at work, school, or home, remember to use self-motivation to help you succeed. But yes, whenever things get tough, it's easy to give up. If you want to be successful, you need to persist through the tough times. To persist when things get tough, take care of yourself mentally and emotionally. These skills will also help you if you become overwhelmed or feel stressed out. Number 13, set regular timelines to keep moving forward. To be successful in any endeavor, it's important to set regular time frames and adhere to them. If you want to master self-motivation, setting specific goals and timelines for yourself is key. This will will help you stay on track and achieve your objectives. When setting deadlines, make sure they're reasonable. If you set a deadline that's too ambitious, you may feel discouraged or overwhelmed by the task at hand. On the other hand, if the deadline is too easy, you may not feel motivated to achieve it. Find a middle ground that works for you, then stick to it. And also realize that we tend to fill up the time that we have allotted. So whether you set a goal and task a week out or a day out, the effort you need to put in will always fill the available space, meaning it's usually more efficient and productive to set tighter and shorter deadlines and push yourself to accomplish the things sooner. Number 14, set smaller goals to look forward to. In continuation of the point we just mentioned, people often set goals that are too large or too difficult to achieve. However, instead of focusing on the end goal, people should instead focus on smaller goals that they can look forward to. This technique is known as micro goal setting, and it has been shown to be more effective in achieving motivation. When setting micro goals, it is important to keep them achievable but challenging. For example, if someone wants to lose weight, they may set a goal of losing 10 pounds over the course of 6 months, but also make sure that the weight loss feels manageable by aiming for 1 to 2 pounds per week loss. By doing this, people feel like they're making progress while still being able to enjoy some occasional treats. Another benefit of micro goal setting is that it makes people more motivated because they're focused on something specific rather than an overall goal. Number 15, set deadlines for yourself. Setting deadlines for yourself can be a very helpful way to stay on track and achieve your goals. Set a deadline that gives you enough time to complete the task, but not so much time that it becomes overwhelming. Also, try to avoid setting deadlines that are impossible to meet. Be sure to reward yourself for meeting your deadline. This will help you keep motivated throughout the process. Remember, celebrate your victories. You should also remember to make a plan of how you will complete the task. Think back to your roadmap from point number 2 and follow it strictly. Even if things get tough along the way, you'll be surprised at just how well this approach works. In conclusion, there are many ways to increase self-motivation. By following these 15 steps, you can start building the habits that will help you stay on track and reach your goals. Take the first step today and see how much progress you can make. We understand that many of you may feel that there are more or fewer steps to master self-motivation, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. You see, deciding on the top 15 can be a controversial topic, and while many people have various opinions, we'll stand by these. However, if you have any thoughts on additional tips, let us know in the comments below what 1 or 2 points you would add. You may also comment on what point or points that you do not totally agree with. We look forward to reading your comments, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and check out this video on the top left corner of your screen. As always, remember to subscribe and turn on post notifications.